Both quarterbacks have reliable tight ends they know they'll be able to count on to make plays. It's the Giants going up against the Packers. So with kickoff straight ahead, we'll check in with our broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. While the skies may be ominous, there's never a bad day for football. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Green Bay Packers. Hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we saw Larry focus on the tight end matchup in his open. You think it's one to watch, don't you?
Definitely one to watch because these guys can create such big plays by all the different things they can do. Line up out wide, in the slot, line up in a normal tight end position, and then who are you going to cover them with? Is it a linebacker, a defensive back? They create mismatches all throughout the game.
The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Lambeau. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And here come the New York Giants, led by Eli Manning. Happy belated birthday to Eli Manning, January 3rd this week. He turned 36, Mr. Davis.
Plenty of great experience, and what the Giants fans have to like, if you're talking about omens and looking for things, right? They're going to Green Bay to play the first-round game in the playoffs. They've beaten them the last 2 times they've gone there in the playoffs. And they're a wild card. And when they're a wild card, Eli Manning 8-0. And 2 Super Bowl championships.
Yeah, absolutely. And hoping to make that a third. It'll be a tough road. We'll see. Here's the former 7th-round pick, Rashad Jennings. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
It should go without saying that anytime you run the football well and gain a nice chunk of yardage, that means the offensive line did their job and did it really well. But let's give them a little more credit than that. Because all week long, offensive line meetings, they're going over adjustments, counters, when line shifts, all those things that go along with it. And yet you still have to be physical. And that's what they did on the first play.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Nick Perry from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
It's Jennings. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on third down. Here we go now with a look at the offensive starters for the New York Football Giants.
And Rashad Jennings, a running back, 7th-round pick when he came out. People tended to overlook him a little bit. But the last half of 2015, when he got the ball full-time, he showed his wares. Over 800 yards, he definitely has a 1,000-yard season in his future.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. On third and long, it's Manning. And that is incomplete. Dwayne Harris, the intended target. And it's fourth down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On now is Brad Wing to kick it away for the Giants. Trevor Davis deep for Green Bay. Taken in at the 22.
Illegal blocking the ball. Return team. Automatic first down.
Rodgers now on first down. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. Give him 11 on the gain there. And the Packers are going to have a first down. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
They'll run here. This is James Starks. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
Rodgers to throw on second down. It's brought in by Janis. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
Third down and 4. From the gun on third down, Rodgers. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
On fourth down, the Packers hand things over to Jake Shum to punt it. Back deep, it's Odell Beckham. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
They'll begin the drive with Rashad Jennings. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And let's get a look at the Green Bay defense.
Clay Matthews is an absolute force. Multiple Pro Bowls as an outside linebacker. He can swing inside and create the same havoc.
Manning to throw on second down. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Beckham, he finished third in the NFL with over 1,300 yards receiving this year. And Going into the playoffs, how key is he if they're going to make a run?
To me, he's their #1 key because they count on him for those big explosive plays that either get them out of trouble or create great opportunities. Because the running game just has not been there for the Giants all year long. And despite double and sometimes triple teaming, Odell Beckham Jr. does provide that dash downfield that Eli Manning counts on.
Here's Jennings. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
On second down, here's Manning. And here the hook up good to Victor Cruz. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Here's Manning to throw. A dump off to the flat for Perkins. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
All right, I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Now Manning throwing on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Rashad Jennings. And it's third down. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Throwing is Manning on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Here's Brad Wing now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep is Trevor Davis. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now we get our first look at a guy who's been around the block a time or two. He will not be rattled today.
And that changes things for a defensive coordinator, because normally when you get the young guys, you get the rookies, you throw all the exotic blitzes at them and looks they haven't seen. But this guy, he's seen it all.
Here's a handoff to start the drive to Starks. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Here's the offensive unit coming out onto the field in just a moment. Randall Cobb, very good at wideout.
Went to college to be a quarterback. Discovered his talents couldn't be limited to one position. He's a 1,000-yard receiver every year for his quarterback.
On second down, here's Rodgers. He completes it to Jordy Nelson. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Jordy Nelson, what a story he became this year. You got to think comeback player of the year if you're going to give out that award, right?
At a minimum, I would think. And, let's face it, to me, he was a candidate for all-star awards at the end of the year. He was 5th in receptions, 6th in receiving yards, led the NFL in touchdown receptions with 14. He got better and better as the year went on. And people often talk about after a knee injury, it's the second year back that they achieved their greatness again. I think Jordy Nelson's already there.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. As we peek at the starters defensively for New York, I'm thinking back to a couple weeks ago when I asked you the changes they made in the offseason, how they have formed this defense. Whatever they did, the moves they made, they worked.
Yeah, give Giants management a lot of credit because they went out and got Damon Harrison on the defensive line, and he makes it tough to run the ball inside. Olivier Vernon got better and better as the season went on as a pass rusher, and that's exactly why they got him. How about Janoris Jenkins? Covering people out wide. The bigger the star receiver, the better the performance you get from him. But all in all, the best player in the Giants' defense is their safety, Landon Collins. He's going to get some mention for Defensive Player of the Year.
Rodgers going to throw. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
Third down now following the completed pass. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Here's Jacob Shum now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. We get a look at the Packers defense as they work their way into position. They start the drive with Jennings. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Jennings. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Mike Daniels makes the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Now they'll throw it with Manning. They go screen play with Jennings. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. First carry now for Paul Perkins. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
This is Jennings. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. So not much to speak of scoring-wise in this first quarter of play. 0-0 our score. We're back to Lambeau in just a moment.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And they went big on 1st down. Proves unfruitful.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Jennings. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
And, Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient and let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. He finds Beckham complete. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line.
Well, that's the kick starter right there. Eli Manning finding his guy, Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, it's a deadly combination, isn't it?
It really is, but what really makes it work is just how unflappable Eli is with his demeanor, able to maintain his calm and his poise, because we know OBJ, he can run pretty hot and get excited out there.
Sometimes just one-handed grabs for him.
It doesn't matter what it is. Just throw it up there. He'll go get it.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
They come up in an offset eye. On second down, here's Manning. This will be caught at about the 6. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put it up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Well, they've got it down to the 3, but now this is third and goal. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early.
False start, offense. Still third down.
They're back at the 8 now. Third and goal. Manning now on third and goal. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard from 8 yards out. And the Giants are in for 6. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. So that one, a 13-play drive in total. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Holding, offense.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
Two receivers left, one to the right. Throwing now is Rodgers. Out in the flat for Starks. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Second down now after the pass completion. Starks. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a third down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
They have 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Here's Jacob Shum now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Beckham. Whoosh. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They go play action for Jennings. Now Manning. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. Now a play fake. Manning, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Here's Brad Wing now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a...
There he goes, left side. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Packers. James Starks, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Rainey to return it. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Manning again here on 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's 3rd down. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. From the gun on 3rd down, Manning. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Brad Wing now as he's on to punt for New York. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. So the offense needing 4 yards. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Every time I see a hitch pattern dropped, I go back to the combine because there's a drill that they use all the time that's called the gauntlet drill, where a receiver catches the ball and just works his way straight down the line and catches it from different sides. And the problem with that drill is that you don't actually have to secure the catch. You just kind of catch it, drop it immediately, and keep moving. And sometimes that shows up on plays like this.
Beckham, the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. They begin the drive with Jennings on the ground. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan.
Well, they certainly got dented with that 1st down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and it's 3rd down. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. And Adams has it complete. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good game. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, Makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Manning to throw on second down. Over the middle to Beckham. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Quarterbacks like throwing the slant route, but they have to be careful about ball placement. They have to put it in a spot that makes sure the receiver has his body in front of the defender.
So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down. They run again with Jennings. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
But it was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Manning. Finding time. He gets it complete to Harris. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
Now it's Gould after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to shut things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give him a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And quickly they get to the line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. 26 yards on the pickup there. And that leads to a Green Bay first.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. On 1st down, Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 2nd down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Dropping it off for starts. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And now the offense operates in the red zone. 319! Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And he finds Cook. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll come out in the pistol. And again, it's Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. They're running with Starks, and he is going to lose yardage here. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Davante Adams from 6 yards away. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Now Crosby for the point after. And that makes it 14-10. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the result, a Green Bay score. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. The return man here, Dwayne Harris. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. New York set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back in.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. On 2nd down, here's Manning. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Touchdown, Giants. Will Tye, 55 yards. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Gold to add the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Returnable here for Davis. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Now starts. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. Both teams have had their moments so far today, and that's why we have a tight game on our hands. We'll have to see if either side can take control in the second half. All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Now, early in the second quarter, with the ball midway through the second. Starks is going to hit off the left side, and he's gone as he sprints to the end zone. The Packers tied up at 7. Packers have it at the 7. Rodgers looking for a mark in the end zone, and he capped off the long drive with the TD. They're now on top by 4. Final seconds of the half. Manning's on point with the throw, and he's going to go 56 yards for the score. The Giants up by a field goal.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Giants defense now ready as they trot back out onto the field. They've got the lead on the scoreboard, and just speaking of the scoreboard, forget it. When you're leading, whether the defense has given up 0 points or 30 points in that first half, is your coordinator a little more happy going into half 2 regardless?
It allows them to do a few more things because of what you just said. You're winning. So now they can get on you a little bit more if they want to. They can make the changes that they want and feel like everyone's locked in, because when you're winning, your attention is usually focused pretty well on your team.
They've got the lead right now. Now a play fake here on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
319, 158.
Rodgers now on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it second down. Six yards here to go for the offense on second down.
Over here.
This is Starks. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers surveying the field. And Adams has it complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. A run here for Starks. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it'll give the Packers a first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. That's complete right around the 8. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have retaken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Extra point try now for Crosby. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. A beautiful fake. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
One of the things that's really difficult for an offense is often identifying how to block a 3-4 defense. Well, when they're coming on a blitz, even more difficult. They're elusive targets and hard to hit.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Manning to throw on second down. Caught left side. It's Beckham. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
So still in search of the first down after that last completion. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. On first down, Manning. And he's hit and taken down. Eli sacked. Clay Matthews in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
Manning to throw on second down. It's caught by OBJ. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
But there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. Now a play fake. Manning. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Here's Brad Wing now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
This is Starks to start the drive. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Complete to Janis. He's at the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Jeff Janis, 79 yards. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. Took him less time than that to get the top speed and complete that play.
Now Crosby for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Rainey to return it. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player, it's just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school. And now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
He has certainly made a name for himself. William Clay Matthews III. On 2nd down, here's Manning. It's hauled in by Shepard. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle to Beckham. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Charles, on the slant, you always need good ball placement. They got it there.
Brandon, the quarterback, put it in the exact perfect spot, right to the upfield shoulder of the receiver, and he used his body to keep the defender away.
Manning now on 1st down. Caught left side. It's Beckham. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. And his throw here is incomplete. Will tie the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. Able to find Harris, complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
2nd down now after the incompletion. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Manning. Out on the right, this is Cruz. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And there, the man coverage not good enough, partner, and they're able to complete the pass.
Excellent recognition of the man coverage, and they found the guy who could win downfield.
Into the red zone now. Manning And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And the seemingly endless drive continues. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the gun on 3rd down, Manning. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
And Gold is able to put it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They come out here in the eye. They'll begin the drive on the ground with Starks. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And complete right side to Cook. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and didn't do it very often.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
1 receiver left, 3 to the right. On second down, here's Rodgers. And Nelson's got it here right side. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. And he'll give it here to his running back. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. And the stats on his game, they really tell the story. A strong start. I don't know that the defense has really changed a whole lot as opposed to maybe just sticking to that game plan and shutting him down now.
I like where you're going with that because normally we talk about adjustments and drastic changes in a game plan in order to shut someone down. But in this case, maybe they're just sticking with what they worked on all week and they're just making better plays. And so far, they've got to like what they've been doing in the second half.
They go play action here on 1st down. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Manning to throw on 2nd down. He's got time in the pocket. And this is Shepard on the catch. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
What's fun to watch is these college receivers transitioning into the NFL and how they grow as route runners. Because a lot of times now in the college game, the spread offenses, there aren't that many routes that they're actually running. Most of the time, they're just trying to find open space and present themselves to the quarterback as easy targets. But in the NFL, you've got to run the entire route tree, and you've got to run it well if you expect to get open.
On play action, now Manning looking deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham, 55 yards. And the Giants are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Eli's going to throw. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This fielded at the 2. What a spin. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now James Starks getting set to head back out there. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. They run again with Starks. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Back-to-back runs that were stacked up. Offensively, now you've got to think to yourself, do we change blocking assignments? Do we change formations? Do we change looks in order to try and get the running game going?
So 3rd and 15 and an extra defensive back in the game now.
Flooded into passing lanes.
Rodgers now to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice gain.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Oh, what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. And if they want to keep this drive alive, they'll need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Manning going to give it to Perkins. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front, they moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Here's Brad Wing now.
He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taking on the midfield logo. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. On 1st down, Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ikey's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a 1st down.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
So it'll be 1st down here after the run. Again on the ground, again with Starks. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They come out here in the eye. They run a draw here on 2nd down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And now out come the Giants. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And to give this time to the tailback. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early.
False start. Offense. Still second down.
Manning to throw on second down. Underneath for Jennings. It's a gain of 7, and just like that, it's third down. Eight yards still remaining here on third down. Throwing is Manning on third down. He finds Beckham complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And the Giants' all-time leader in passing yards and completions and touchdowns. Just another connection.
No doubt about it. That's the Eli Manning we know. Pushing the ball downfield and with proficiency.
And they'll run it here. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Third down now following the run. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. From the gun on third down, Manning. It's caught, Shepard. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Tie game here. Time starting to run down. The defense really needs to try and keep this game tied. See if they can get the ball back for the offense. Here's Jennings on the toss. And that play is blown up. Losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2. Now third down.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game.
play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Perkins on the give from Manning. Oh, spinning away. A nice run leaves them just inches from a first. Could they possibly be tempted to try this on 4th and about a foot? All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And Gold is able to put it through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so, but this was not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Back to throw. It's brought in by Janis. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving.
False start, offense. Still 2nd down.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. Big sack on 2nd down. Now the offense needs to convert here on 3rd. Back to throw. He's got time. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
He's back to throw. Finding time. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Oh, the lonely punter inside their own 20 figured for sure they were punting this away. They did not, and the move does not pay off.
You think someone put up the stop signal when he started to trot over the sideline? Nope, no, son. We're going to go for it here. Usually when you see a team do these types of things, it's because they're so dominant that they don't believe that they can get beat. This is much more of what you see in a high school game, maybe some of those mismatched college games. But in the NFL, any given Sunday is a phrase they take seriously. And guess what? That one's probably going to backfire.
And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. A dime look defensively. Big play coming on 3rd and goal.
They can still blitz out of this look.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Well, I know it points to this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau.